Uh, yeah.
It's time for Mark Out Mania, live on this Saturday morning. It's time for Mark Out Mania. Won't you mark out with us? We'll mark out so true. Na 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 na. Wrestlecade.
What's that from?
Coming up. James and Zeus are fired up. We got
Oh my stars and garters!
because the number of weeks is less than 2. We'll talk about Survivor Series. Zeus to promise some awesome stories and whatever else may come up. You know we're ready to mark out. Are y'all ready? Cause it's time to mark out Mania. Live on this Saturday morning. It's time for mark out Mania. Won't you come mark with us? We'll mark out so true.
There you go. Look at that.
Little Eddie Money tribute.
I was gonna say,
Money.
it's an Eddie Money Saturday, huh?
I knew the na thing was gonna.
They got you.
I know. Hey,
yeah.
You got yourself. You corpsed yourself on
I
that
know.
one.
I corpsed myself. Hey, welcome everyone to the Mark Out Mania.
Mania.
What is up, people? Yeah, marking out here.
We've got.
live.
I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to do it today. We've got James the Extreme Sarno,
That's right, baby.
and we've got God of Thunder, Zeus King Dark.
Yes, sir. Woo!
How's everyone doing?
Everybody's
And we got
good.
the
Everybody's
head,
good.
the head, the genius, the originator,
What?
the creator of Mark Out Mania. We got Pedro.
I am the creator, but I'm not like the genius and all that other stuff. But thank you.
Look,
The lone
just
guitar
shut up
player.
and own it.
Pedro.
I know.
I know, right? I know. Own that shit. There you go, Zeus. Exactly.
Oh,
Own it. That's right. I'm fucking Pedro. Back up. There you
um,
So we're coming into Thanksgiving time of the year, and Thanksgiving in pro wrestling, the original Thanksgiving tradition was Starrcade,
yes.
but Vince McMahon, being the dick that he is,
Yes.
couldn't leave that alone, so he created Survivor Series to run at the same time and compete head up, and that caused Starrcade to eventually move into a December date. So I got the opportunity to buy a ticket to Survivor Series 2001, and that was the end of the ECW WCW invasion angle.
Oh,
it was supposed to be the big battle for control. I think the theme song,
Stephanie McMahon and Stephanie and Shane and all that shit, right? Yeah.
the theme song for the pay-per-view was actually Puddle of Mud's Control.
Nice.
And so once again, here we are, the big pay-per-view at the legendary Greensboro Coliseum. I had made some kick-ass posters for the show, and of course, people will tell me, you look like a poor man Steve Austin. So I actually that night, I had bought a Steve Austin trucker hat as a camo trucker hat from a convenience store that had had it sitting there. It probably was sitting there in that store for about a year before I talked the manager down to let me buy it for like $5 instead of the $28 that was on the price tag, which is why it never went anywhere.
You were doing it Pedro style,
right?
Trying to get it as nice as possible.
I was working the angle there, and and I even I did the cut off jeans, and had
my god,
and I had one of those. It was the black Stone Cold tee with the red flaming skull on it.
Oh my god! You were truly marking out, huh?
I was. Well, I mean, I can't go looking as a Rock,
No.
And I ain't got the hair for Jericho.
No.
So
maybe Gilbert, maybe.
Right. And they had Sunday Night Heat that night before the pay-per-view. And
the live lead-in, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And so where my seat was, I was looking directly across. I was dead center, looking straight at the stage, like straight through the middle of the ring. And I tell you why I know I was exactly dead center is because there was a cameraman right in the seat right behind me that was filming Sunday Night Heat.
Right.
So after Sunday Night Heat went off the air, there was there was just a little bit of time. Well, he got up, took his camera and tripod, left. And I turned around and looked after he left, and laying on the ground was his backstage pass.
Oh, what?
Nice.
Right? So, I had made posters. I had made one poster that said, that was how they redid the WCW logo.
Yeah.
That kind of is kind of that ugly red and black thing. Well, I did a WCW Nitro on TNN poster. So I kind of combined the Raw and the Nitro logos together because that was back when it was on, the national network, Nashville network, whatever you want to call it. And
AKA Spike TV, AKA
exactly. Paramount. Yeah.
Right.
And then I did a ECW Thursday Night Thunder. So I combined the ECW and the WCW Thunder. And people were like, I was throwing those posters up in the air. People were like, what's that? I'm like, after WCW and ECW win this tonight, like they're changing the names of the shows this week. You're not going to watch Raw anymore. You're not going to watch SmackDown anymore. You're going to watch Nitro and Thunder, and you're going to shut up and like it. And
savage.
So of course, the younger the people were, the more they believed it. But of course, once everything got going, the outcome was never really in doubt.
Yeah.
Because there were like.
That was a shitty storyline, though, Zeus. I gotta say, man, that really was a wasted storyline.
It was wasted because it could have been so much better.
Yeah,
because like the way that ECW came in to WWF at that big show in Atlanta, at that big Raw in Atlanta, and
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that right. when Dreamer and RVD came out of the crowd, and
I remember that.
Yeah, and then it was like them and Mike Awesome faced off against Kane, and like the Dudleys were in there.
Wow,
and
Mike
then everybody
Awesome
just beat the shit out of Kane. And Just Incredible and Lance Storm and all the other guys that were from ECW came to the ring, and then Paulie got out of the broadcast chair, and he cut that promo and then they hit
Yeah.
the original ECW music. That shit was amazing. That was far and away the best part of the invasion. And
Quick shout out to YYH in the chat room.
Double Y, double H, Y2H2. What's going on?
She doesn't remember this.
Zeus, that I remember that angle on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was amazing. And I remember
the
that
WWE version of ECW was atrocious.
Yeah.
That invasion angle, and as you said, Zeus, it was a wasted opportunity. It could have been done so much better.
Right, and another problem was
so much potential behind that.
Right, and there was a big problem with the fact that there were so many WCW guys that were sitting out their Time Warner contracts.
Yeah,
and that, and they, WWF never wanted to make the ECW guys look, they never wanted to put them up, as main event type guys, the guys like, Raven and guys like that who had been at the top of ECW, and and even Raven had a damn good run in WCW.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he wasn't
remember that?
Yeah, the Flock, and then even post the Flock, he had that feud with DDP and
that's right,
and Benoit, and I mean he was about as high as you could expect him to go in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
But they just, it just always seemed like everything was stacked against them, and and that's when they had to pull, Stone Cold to the invasion side. Pull, they had to pull.
Is that the one where he wore that WCW T-shirt?
Probably.
I don't remember.
That's when he took up his Stone Cold shirt and then said WCW underneath.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that was the Raw after Survivor Series or the one right before.
No, because you see that everything that happened afterwards was all back WWF.
Okay.
And basically they were they still had to, like, they because see here at SmackDown, of course one of the big matches was Edge had won the WCW US title, and it was him versus Test, who was the Intercontinental Champion.
Wow.
And that was a unification match that the Edge won. And that was actually a pretty good match. Test, I never really cared for Test, but
I didn't care for Test either, but I thought he was underrated. I thought he was better than a lot of people said he was.
I think he kind of got he's another guy kind of got shitty storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole Stephanie McMahon marriage bullshit, that was horrible.
Right.
Well, but you know what was funny about that thing? He actually kind of got over, and then they kind of cut him off at the legs through that whole marriage thing.
Yeah, she was getting over. Yeah. I didn't think he was that bad in the ring. He actually had a lot of promise.
Yeah. They only had like one match from Sunday Night Heat because there was a lot of hype for the pay-per-view, and that was just incredible. Lance Storm and Raven, and they beat Albert, Scotty 2 Hotty, and Spike Dudley.
Spike Dudley, wow.
Yeah, and I made a Lance Storm poster, and I still have all these posters. Don't ask me why. It's been almost 20 years, but I still have them. That's actually kind of hot. Yeah, the Lance Storm poster. I drew Lance Storm with a Terrence and Phillip head, a South Park Canadian head.
Oh, Zeus, you got to post that. Come on, man.
I'll post that. I'll post all these.
Post that. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then Christian was the European champion. He beat Al Snow. And Christian was
love
part of the
Al Snow.
Alliance at the time.
Yeah, long live the Alliance, aka Mick Foley.
Yeah, and then so another poster I made was, all right, so Doritos had these puffy versions of Doritos called 3Ds.
I remember those.
Shit.
I remember those, Zeus. I remember those.
shit.
I always wanted to try it. I never
about those
tried it. I
about
never
their
tried it.
existence.
Yeah, and so I made a Dudley's 3D is a bag, but it said Dudley's 3Ds, and it had the three tag team titles on them.
Look at you, be creative.
Yeah, and if you can find it on Daily Motion, when the Dudleys come to the ring to face the Hardys for the unification match in the cage, you see me holding that poster for about a second and a half.
Whoa!
Nice. Yeah. Zeus, I'll tell you, Pedro, he's famous.
I know.
He's fucking famous, this guy.
Yeah, and you almost kind of halfway see my face. And then so that was that match where like Jeff had the match won and he got on top of the cage and he went to do the swanton off the top of the cage onto I can't remember which Dudley was on the table, but of course they rolled out of the way and they went on to lose the match. And so the Dudley boys won, and of course, you had to, if you were in the Alliance and you weren't a champion, you were automatically going to get fired if the Alliance lost the thing. And so that kind of brought around that immunity battle royal was the next thing. So
that's right. Wow, yeah. Now it's like everything's starting to come in,
right?
Memories started kicking. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and so Test got immunity by winning that battle royal, and he eliminated Billy Gunn to win that.
Just think of the shit that all of us had to endure. All those type of storylines and stuff like that, Yeah. We all thought it was like the end all be all too. Long live the Alliance. Wait, what? No, it was crazy, all the shit that we had to endure. Brutal.
Yeah. And then they had the 6-pack challenge for the women. There was a vacant women's title, and Trish Stratus won, and that was over Ivory, Jazz, Jacqueline, Lita, and Molly Holly were all in that match.
You fat bastard, get out of the water. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, I watched the cheaters.
but I mean that was when Trish had transitioned from being just the pretty face, and she started working really hard, and she was she was getting a lot better, but she was easily the least talented woman in that match.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when you have you said Molly Holly was in there?
Yeah, Molly Holly, Jacqueline, Lita.
Yeah,
Jazz and Ivory.
Yeah, Ivory, Jazz, Jacqueline, and
That's
Molly.
Some serious talent there, right?
Those are good. Lita and Trish are garbage in my opinion, but
Pedro. You don't like Lita and Trish?
They're fine as characters. But I'm talking about the in-ring is not great. No, Lita is not great. I don't know why people have something about her in the ring.
She's a little sloppy, but
she's a lot of stuff. She's nearly killed herself so many times on the moonsault. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And she almost killed herself in doing that stunt in that movie, that TV show, Dark Angel.
I mean, after she left ECW, the moonsault should have stopped. But
what was her name in ECW? Miss Congeniality, or
there you go.
Well, originally it was Angelica.
Oh, okay,
that's right.
They made it Miss Congeniality, which was stupid.
Right?
Because it didn't fit.
No,
it didn't fit her at all.
And when she came into WWF, she came as a valet to Essa Rios. Remember?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny is like I was reading an ECW magazine interview with her, and they changed her story. There was like they lied about what her background was,
right?
Too. So, and then the big match at the end was Team WWF, which was Jericho, Big Show, Kane, The Rock, and The Undertaker. I mean, you talk about, 5 of the biggest fucking names, biggest fucking dudes in the entire WWF at that point. And it was them against Booker T, Kurt Angle, Rob Van Dam, Shane McMahon, and Stone Cold. Oh, God, that's so fucking painful, man.
I'm sorry, but watching Shane McMahon wrestle.
I mean, I love them. The WC, the Alliance team, but it's like, Stone Cold and Kurt Angle. It's like, and once again, it's like they didn't push the guys, from ECW enough to have them elevated to be serious.
In a perfect world, it would have been Scott Hall, Nash, Sting, Flair, and Booker T.
Yeah, that would have been a good WCW team.
Right.
But like ECW should have been like, Raven,
Sandman, Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, and Shane Douglas.
Yeah. So, something like that in Raven.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Raven, yeah, of course. Like in a perfect world,
Yeah. But yeah.
She shot through that match? It was brutal?
Yeah, I had to, man. It was there.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. That was
I'm saying it was really,
match.
I was going to say, I'm looking at this thing. It says it was like, 45 minutes.
That was damn, Zeus. That's a long match, man.
That was a long match. This was probably the longest match in years for a pay-per-view for them. And I tell you, I really wanted to go to the bathroom at that point.
It was that bad? It was that bad, man?
Oh God. I was not into Shane McMahon. I couldn't stand Shane McMahon then. I can't stand him now. And then so afterwards I was like, let's see if I can get backstage. And
I was about to say, you were bold and daring. Did you nut up and go backstage?
I looked straight forward, and what do they say? When you're trying to do something you're not supposed to do, act like you belong.
Right.
And that's what I did. I walked straight through that curtain into the back, just like I belong there. And 5 steps in, this guy's like, "Who the hell are you?" And I held up my little badge. He's like, No. Who the hell are you? I was like,
you stopped in your track.
I was like, I found this. I got a pass. He's like, get the hell out of here. I'm like, thank you very much.
He's like, thank you. We're gonna get some popcorn and watch the rest of the show.
That's right. Well, I mean, it was all over. I was just gonna try and, and of course this is pre-cell phone cameras or anything, so I didn't have any. Because kind of the way that, like, when I used to go to shows back then, I would either bring a camera or I would bring posters. Because like, if you're going by yourself, like I had to, because, like, friends and family can suck sometimes. But, like, you either kind of, take one or the other. And even when I went and would take, a lot of posters to shows, you always put them in a black garbage bag, heavy garbage bag, because people spill beer, people spill soda, and and you can get shit ruined in a hurry.
You can't spill beer. That's sacrilege.
I mean, it happens.
Brutal.
Just telling you.
Y2H2. We got to introduce YYHH How do you not know ECW? YY? We're going to teach you how to be hardcore, okay?
right?
It's all good.
I mean, she's trying to be more heel for
yeah, exactly. So
for Angelico team.
Oh my god. I'm trying to imagine Angelico team going like Dudley promo.
no,
Oh no.
no.
Yeah, don't ever cut a Dudley an old school.
No.
Even the Dudleys won't cut a Dudley promo.
Yeah,
anymore.
even the Dudleys will
exactly.
be like, treat the people with respect now.
yeah. They're so
People
full of shit.
in other wrestling companies are just as nice as everybody else.
I can't wait to. You know what? I can't wait to see them at Wrestlecade because they're full of shit, man. They're a bunch of fucking sellouts. You know that?
Well, it's mostly been Bubba, so don't.
That's true. That's true. No, that's true. Yeah. But Bubba's full of shit. Zeus. Come on.
In his retirement,
he's full of shit. Come on, man. Bubba's full of shit. Yeah, because I remember plenty of nights back in the day when that boy would run his mouth. Okay,
he would say the rudest shit you ever heard in your life.
Exactly.
In a wrestling show.
Exactly.
I mean, there was no doubt, that they were looking to pick a fight, which is an easy thing to do when you're two big guys, and you know that if somebody did do anything at all, that all 25 of those guys from Atlas Security are going to jump that guy before he can even get to you and throw your ass out.
Exactly. He used to talk a lot of shit. So I don't want to hear it now. The way you got to treat people with respect. Bullshit. Okay, come on, please.
Right. Be a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look,
I'm gonna give him my 2 cents.
Just be an asshole.
My 2 cents when I see him.
Just be the asshole we know you've always been.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna roll up to Wrestlecade like, oh fuck no, yeah, you come here. I'm like, no, stop, please.
But Rob had a great run, in WCW or in WWF for the next what?
Yeah, he did.
About 5-6 years. About 5 or 6 years.
Who was the greatest ECW person to have the best run in WWE?
Probably Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, it have to be because
I mean he did. Yeah, he won like everything.
Cena. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, at that point he was holding the WWE version of the ECW belt and then the WWE title at the same time.
That's right, Pedro. That's right. Okay, so who was the greatest WCW guy that had the biggest run in WWE? Has Booker T, right?
What about Jericho?
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, and technically. What do you mean by WCW guy? Because Stone Cold was
Well, yeah, that's true.
So there's
I'm talking after it shut down.
yeah, after it shut down.
After it shut down.
I tell you who it wasn't.
I would guess Booker T and Jericho's a good thing. No. Yeah, one match. Bye. That guy's an idiot. I can't stand him. He's a fucking gigolo on Showtime. Can you believe that shit?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. He was saying I don't know what he was saying to Scott Hall last year, but if you're whispering like that, for that you're doing something shifty.
That guy, I never liked Buff Bagwell. I think he's a lowlife. I think he's I don't know. He's just sketchy to me. He's sketchy.
Hey, Zeus. YYH was asking if you can bring a camera and poster to the shows.
Yes. Yeah. For most shows you can. And I tell you, like the more like when you see shows in like Japan, most people, if they bring in a sign, they're bringing like an 8.5 by 11. They're just bringing a small, it's like a piece of paper.
Remember the old days on Raw, Zeus? The old days during the Attitude Era where like you couldn't even go to a show. Everybody had posters in front of your face.
Yeah, it was like 11,000 posters, and 11,500 people. And then my buddy John from Parts Unknown, he was one of those guys that he was one of the first guys to start bringing clever posters, because he's the one that did the poster that said "We have heard enough," Herd spelled like Jim Herd.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, and that's when
He's another waste.
and that was like a huge deal, like that, them insulting it, and then Tony Schiavone was in WWF at the time, and he said that they would watch all the WCW pay-per-views, and when they saw that, Vince and everybody had a great laugh about it, and then it got quiet, and Vince was like, if they can do this to them, they can do this to us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when WWF started policing posters, and they would check them out to make sure you didn't have, obscene writing or, insulting type of stuff on it and things like that. So
can you take pics of the wrestlers at merch stands without taking selfies?
That's considered rude.
Yeah, it is.
By the talent. The talent considers that very rude.
It's like cheating almost,
without their permission.
Right, yeah. It's like cheating, you don't want to do that, It's like Houston Astros, right, Pedro?
Yeah, and I saw a guy.
Very quiet about that here, James. Media, they're very quiet about that story.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Sorry.
I bumped a guy in the knee that was trying to take a picture of Tully Blanchard 2 years ago. Because I was just sitting there. I just stuck out my hand and just was speaking to him.
Yeah.
And this guy that was kind of beside and behind me, he'd stopped and he was like trying to take his picture, and I just I just bumped him right in the knee.
It's considered cheating. It's rude. You don't want to do that.
You may have to pay for selfies. I mean,
well, you do.
Yeah.
Well, but that's the entire.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Situations where you don't, but usually you would have to pay for selfies.
Yes. Yeah. And you should. Don't be a cheap bastard. Don't try to cheat the system.
Yeah, just because.
And like Zeus says, considered rude too. It's rude.
Yeah. So, but the other, here's another interesting thing. Listen to the list of all the people who are in that immunity battle royal. In addition to Test and Billy Gunn,
Billy Gunn, Jesus,
right? Bradshaw, Farouk, Lance Storm, Kidman, DDP, Albert, Taz, Perry Saturn, Raven, Chuck Palumbo.
Perry Saturn,
right?
Chuck Palumbo. Whatever happened to him? Jesus.
I don't know. Crash Holly, Just Incredible, Sean Stasiak, Stevie Richards, Tommy Dreamer, Hurricane Helms, Spike Dudley, Hugh Morris, Chavo, and Funaki.
I like Funaki. I can't lie. I did like Funaki.
So, yeah,
that's a who's who. Like half of these people. No, actually, 3/4 of them not even in the business anymore.
Yeah,
they're gone.
Hey, James, Chuck Palumbo. This is kind of crazy. He went on to host a Discovery Channel reality TV show about like cars and stuff.
You got to be shitting me, for real?
No, like about motorcycles and cars and things like that.
Chuck Palumbo? Wow, he was brutal.
First,
I was delivering to a.
I never seen a guy who was such in good shape who was so fragile.
Yeah.
What do you think, Zeus?
Oh, yeah, he was fragile. I was delivering to a convenience store on Holden Road here in Greensboro, and Chuck Palumbo walked in. He's like freaking out. He's like, can someone please tell me how to get to the Greensboro Coliseum? I'm like, I was like, pretty much if anybody that wrestled for WCW ever needed directions to the Greensboro Coliseum, I'd sit here and make fun of him, but it's
like the MSG of the South. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I was like, you're not far. I was like, just go that way on this road, turn right on High Point Road, and you're going to run right into it.
I want to see the Greensboro Coliseum actually while I'm there. Because that's to me is the home of NWA.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the cap. It was like that, and and Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta had the Omni.
Yeah, the Omni. That's right. Yeah, remember that? Oh my God.
Yep. Here's another interesting thing about the Survivor Series 2001.
Yeah.
Was the attendance was 10,142, which is like 8,000 short of capacity for a wrestling show in
Hold on. So you mean to tell me that the WWF at that time couldn't sell out the Greensboro Coliseum for pay-per-view?
The only game in town. Wow, now I'm sure it's different. I'm sure it's different, like because when they were doing 16,000, seats all the time, there was no stage. Back in the 80s, in the early 80s.
True.
There was no stage. It was just
stage, right.
It didn't need any of that bullshit because they
exactly
sell all those tickets.
Right.
So, but and
that's
so
horrible.
Yeah, there was.
I'm glad you had a good time, and then you know what? I give you kudos for trying to sneak into the back.
Yeah, I wasn't sneaking. I was walking right in there like I belong.
You manned up. I got to give you credit. You was like, "Hey, I belong here."
And they're like, "Who the hell are you?"
And I was like, "I'm not giving this back." I'm like, "I'm leaving, but I'm keeping this."
Yeah,
because that cameraman dropped.
Oh my God. That's right. That's right. It's not your fault because you picked it up and you was like, "Hey, you know what? I belong backstage. I got a backstage pass.
I got a backstage pass.
That's right. Here it is.
I don't know who the hell you are."
He goes, "I don't know who you are." That's all right.
You're not supposed to be here.
I'm the fucking God of Thunder, bro. I'm Zeus. What's up?
Yeah, you gotta get that Kiss song down.
Exactly.
Be like, God of Thunder. Hey, Zeus, since you are our resident maestro, master, one more question here. Can you record the whole match if you're at the show?
Only if you're sneaky, because and
why would you want to do that?
It depends on some.
You won't be able to enjoy the match if you're recording.
Yeah, unless, like I said, unless you're sneaky, unless you sneak in a little tripod, and it also depends on the policies of that promotion. Most of them will tell you that they don't want video recording equipment.
Yeah.
Now, but if they don't have any video recording equipment, if they're not recording it themselves, it's not such a big faux pas. I mean,
when I was at the Ring of Honor show, a lot of people were recording. Well, they were trying to record a whole match on their phone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like, again, you can enjoy the match if you're trying to do that.
Right?
Yeah. See, that's how I felt at the Ring of Honor show. James was like. All these people were on their phones the entire time.
Yeah, exactly. I was the one.
You're not watching the match.
I was clapping. I was cursing out the heels. I was cheering the faces. I was actually engaged at the Ring of Honor show, and there were people around me who were constantly on the phones, aka halitosis. I mean, she was on her phone constantly. And heard the stupid signs, but I put my phone in my back pocket. That was it. I was into the show, and that's how you should be. Because I think it's rude if you try to do that. It's rude. It's rude.
Yeah, take a few pictures, but enjoy the show.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like I hate going to a concert and seeing people just obsessed with. Taking selfies and stuff and not paying attention to the show. It's like, what the fuck?
They want everybody to see, oh, look, I'm at a show. Look at me. Yeah, okay, eat one,
Yeah.
Stupid, stupid, But see, I'm lucky that, I'm traveling with the God of Thunder at Wrestlecade. So when we go into the meet and greets and stuff, and after I bitch slap Enzo, I'm gonna say this is Zeus. He's my heavy.
Yeah,
Not only can he kick you in the throat. Not only can he kick you in the throat, he will draw you a picture of you getting kicked in the throat. That's hot.
This is true. We will capture your unconscious body in an artistic form that will last for generations.
Exactly. He goes, I just got my ass kicked. Yep. And there's a picture of you just getting your ass kicked. You're drawn by Zeus. There you go. He'll sign it for you too for a small fee. You humpy bastard. Get out of here. Fucking Enzo.
So do we want to run down the matches for Wrestlecade that we know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrestlecade is coming up in less than 2 weeks.
And then after that, we can get into NWA Power and NXT and AEW for this week.
Okay, so they've kind of been announcing things here and there, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more over the next couple of weeks. But so far, of course, Showcase of Champions is the Friday night show,
right?
And every match is for a title. So
that's hot. That's hot right there.
Yeah, independent promotions from around, the country, have sent, people at one time or another to be part of Wrestlecade weekend and have their titles defended. So they get exposure, in a place that they wouldn't normally, and it always looks good. So, for Showcase of Champions, we've got Kiera Hogan, who is one of Pedro's favorites, in a match. It's a four-way match for the Ladies Night Out Championship. It's Kiera Hogan versus Miranda Elise versus Diamante versus Ivelisse.
Oh, yeah. We actually get to see Ivelisse. That's kind of hot.
Yeah, so that sounds pretty interesting. MVP. Everybody, y'all remember MVP, right?
Yes.
Martel. What is his name?
I don't remember what the V was, but the last one was order.
Yeah. He is having a match with the star of UFC, Stephan Bonnar.
Wow.
The guy.
Really?
The first guy from the Ultimate Fighter light heavyweight division championship that had that amazing 3-round fight with Forrest Griffin. Stephan Bonnar has become a professional wrestler, and we are going to see him wrestling. And he is actually the world-class Revolution champion. So he will be wrestling MVP Friday night at Showcase of Champions.
Look at that.
Well, welcome Sherry to the show.
What's up?
Hey Dab, what's going on?
Then let's see. The next match I've got here, also for Showcase of Champions, the Fest Wrestling Tag Team titles are on the line. The champions, the Carnies, will be facing the Gymnasty Boys, who are Timmy Lou Retton and White Mike. And that should be a good match. I've heard good things about the Carnies.
Okay.
And I've seen the Gymnasty Boys several times. They're great to watch. Great tag team. They have a lot of good moves, and there are a couple big hoss boys that there are a couple of guys that they do stuff that you don't think they do. Right. So then of course, it's not a Showcase of Champions without the AML champion.
There we go.
C.W. Anderson.
My man.
Yes, he is defending that big, beautiful belt against All Ego Ethan Page.
Nice. That should be good.
Yeah. So that's another good one. Also for Showcase of Champions, the More Wrestling Heavyweight title is being defended by Brian Cage against Willie Mack.
What?
Oh, you know I'm all in for this.
I mean, this is
I'm a big Mac mark. I'm a big Mac mark.
Rematch.
Yeah, I was just about to say Ultimate Lucha 1, right? Yeah.
At 1 and 2.
1
and 2, that's right. And 2, that's right.
Then
I love the Mac. I love the Mac. He's my man.
I love the Mac too. I don't know who does. If you don't love the Mac, there is something wrong with you.
Exactly. He's the man.
Another great one for Showcase of Champions is the Wrestling Revolver promotion. Their quote unquote Maverick World Championship held by Killer Cross as he defends against Billy Brash.
Oh,
that should be good. Be good.
I'm very high on Billy Brash. That kid is really, really good. And of course we know that Killer Cross is a fucking beast and a nearly unstoppable.
Beast is an understatement.
Yeah, a nearly unstoppable Tasmanian devil, creature. So that'll be a fantastic match right there.
I'm trying to stay sexy, Dad. I'm trying to stay sexy.
And then one of the matches for the Wrestlecade Super Show itself. So apparently there's some beef going on between the former manager Bill Alfonso.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, 6-man.
The manager of Champions, Rob Van Dam and Sabu and Taz as well, right?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
And he's beefing with Teddy Long, who managed, as we all know, Doom.
That's right. NWA World Tag Team Champions. That's right.
So yeah, so
Butch Reed and Ron Simmons.
Yep. So at Wrestlecade proper, we've got Team Bill Alfonso, which is Daga, Andrew Everett, and Matt Justice, and they will be wrestling Team Teddy Long, which is Matt Cross, All Ego Ethan Page, and the Crazy Man Jason Kincaid.
There's a lot of Lucha Underground influence this year at Wrestlecade. I like that.
Yes. We get more. Yeah, we've about got everybody. At one point or another, about gotten everybody. If that one crazy woman hadn't gone nuts, would have gotten Sexy Star too.
Well,
here's an interesting triple threat tag team match for Wrestlecade. We got the Gym Nasty Boys in action again against Hawks Airy, and that's that crazy ass dude that what's his name, Kurt Hawks. Him and some young dude against Rich Swann and Willie Mack.
What?
I like that. Rich Swann and Willie Mack's a good team. I'm digging that right there.
They've been teaming together on Impact, over the last year or so. And the AML title will be defended at Wrestlecade as well. C.W. Anderson, if he's still the champion, will face Rhino.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
The special guest referee was supposed to be Jerry Lynn, but due to unforeseen circumstances, he will not be able to.
Oh, for real?
Yes, sadly.
I want to see Mr. JL in action.
I'm sorry.
In ref action.
Okay.
Yeah, in ref action.
Yeah.
Then a match announced for, I guess, the women's show on Sunday. is saying it's going to be the Queens of Combat champion Diamante against Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, nice. Get to see Tessa, baby.
So that I believe
her. I like her.
That I believe is going to be is going to be on that's on Sunday.
I dig Tessa. I definitely dig me some Tessa.
Yeah. Then another.
She can go, man. She's really good in the ring.
Yeah. I think this is the latest match that they've announced. A special 6-man match for Wrestlecade proper. Everybody's favorite goth skirt boy, Thomas Latimer.
Oh, there you go. Now, you actually broke kayfabe this. We'll get to that. But go ahead.
Yeah. So now listen to this weird. This is a weird trio. So Thomas Latimer is teaming with Homicide and Hernandez.
Wait, what?
He's teaming.
Wait, hold on. You're just blowing the whole NWA Power storyline.
He is teaming with Homicide and Hernandez.
Wow, that's kind of hot.
All right, and their opponents standing across the ring from them will be the man with the 10 pounds of gold, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
What's causing all this?
And his tag team partners are the legendary Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
Now you know I'm gonna boo the shit out of them. Okay? Just fair warning, because they get no love from me.
And that's your right as a fan. You can boo all you want to.
I'll probably get shitted on. I'll probably get shitted on by all the fans.
You probably
will.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. I can handle it.
But it's okay. We're going to tell everybody that you're Eddie Kingston's cousin.
Oh, my God.
That's hot. That's right. I'm Eddie Kingston's cousin. I'm from the Bronx.
And nobody down here will know a damn bit of difference.
Yeah, I know, right? That sounds good, man.
So we got one more match has been announced for Showcase of Champions.
Right.
The Innovate U.S. Tag Team Champions, the Heat Seekers,
okay,
who I love to hate, are wrestling two guys named Caleb Courageous and Jordan Cage. I'm not familiar with them, but that was announced 15 hours ago.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I'll take it. So it's one thing I'm not hearing, though, Zeus. You know, I'm not hearing. I am I going to get to see my main man George South?
Well, you're going to get to see him.
Okay.
Like I said, he's got a merch table like a damn.
Do I got to buy a case of water just to get his autograph?
You'll be able to. Yeah. Oh, he's going to be there.
Okay, cool.
You're not going to miss George South.
Okay, cool.
And like I said, we haven't seen we haven't seen any announcements for what the Dawson brothers are doing either.
I was just about to say I didn't hear any Dawson brothers actually, but I'm sure aren't they still AML tag champs?
The belts have been changing so quickly. I'm not sure if they are or not right now.
Really?
Because I didn't go to the last show. I think they are still tag team champions. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because I mean the other tag teams that have been because they announced the Heat Seekers.
Right. And gymnastics.
They're not defending the AML tag team titles. So I don't think that they are the they wouldn't announce them they would announce them as tag team champions if they were still the tag team champions. But that's a good question.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So that's a ton of great matches announced.
Yeah, it is. It is. It sounds like some good matches. It's some good stuff. But how is Vladimir tagging? How are you tagging with Homicide? I mean, isn't it NWA Power right now? It's like them against. Wow, Who knows?
Isn't it weird?
It's weird.
It could all blow up in everybody's faces for them to have teamed this way. I mean, that's of course what you would think.
Especially with the NWA pay-per-view coming up.
Are you talking about Into the Fire?
Oh yeah,
right.
Into the Fire.
Into the Fire.
Now, I have a few questions about this week's NWA Power.
Okay.
Actually, did Vladimir break kayfabe, or is it part of a storyline? Where remember when Eli Drake was talking about Camille?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And then you know what? And then Vladimir came out and said, "Mind your business." I thought he was trying to defend his chick,
I think it might become story. I think it might be storyline.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be, right?
No.
Yeah. Yes, the Dawson brothers are the current.
AML champ? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the current tag team champions. The Prestige.
I'm feeling the Dawson brothers.
The Prestige.
Because actually, I like them.
So that's interesting.
Okay.
Actually,
real quick,
filled, but
I think it's going to be a great show. I think all those matches sound pretty good. I think it's going to be great. And then, I'm sure we'll get a surprise here or two, So it's all good. It sounds like I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do it. Let's go. I'm ready to bitch slap Enzo, watch the Dawson brothers and George South. Let's go. But it's been a pretty good week too. I mean,
how did y'all like NWA Power this week?
I was digging it. Who is the question mark?
I suspect it's Tiny Nipples.
Yeah, it's gonna be Josephus.
Who?
Yeah, Josephus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of shaped like him, right?
That's what Cross and Bean was calling him.
Yeah.
Tiny Nipples.
Right.
Yeah. Bean, our friend Bean calls Josephus Tiny Nipples. So. Yeah.
But I was like, look at the question mark. I was like, look at this guy.
He got over so fast.
He was so over. It was ridiculous.
Eli Drake was trying to hype himself up to be a challenger, and the crowd was like answering his promo, question mark.
Now, I'm going to say something here. I don't know, is it because Impact sucks or is NWA that good? But Eli Drake, I couldn't stand in Impact. Eli Drake at NWA, I'm loving.
Yeah. Well, he was always good on the mic.
Yeah. It's just that he was in Impact. He was working really hard to just piss you off because, like, the first time I saw him on the mic, it was like 5 seconds. I was like, nope. I turned the channel. I was like, I'm not listening to that asshole. But seeing him at I saw him at Confrontation, and then last year at Wrestlecade. I mean, he's killer, and the year before too. So last year he was in the opening match against Shane Helms, and he cut a great promo before that match started. And then the year before that, he was defending the Impact World Title against Jake Hager and Johnny Mundo. And that was great too. And they everybody ended up beating the hell out of Eli Drake at the end. It was fantastic.
Yeah, on Impact he had that thing about calling everyone dummies, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He still does let the dummy slip. Yeah,
but his promos at NWA are really good.
YYH, we call Josephus tiny nipples because Bean calls him tiny nipples because his nipples are tiny.
There it is. Small.
He has
small.
He has small nipples.
Having to explain the reason we call a guy tiny nipples is because
Yeah, I mean, it has to be. Why do you call him tiny nipples? Because he has tiny nipples. Oh,
I'm just laughing
okay.
because we're talking about like calling someone tiny nipples.
Small. SMall.
Small nipples does not roll off the tongue as well as tiny nipples.
No, it doesn't. No. I do like tiny nipples, and he does have tiny nipples, as being said. Yeah. So there you go.
So
I thought it was good. I think Eli Drake had a good promo. You know, he was good. I like the whole thing with Aldis. He came out without Camille. I was like, okay. You know,
the whole thing with Josephus. I mean, not Josephus, but Trevor Murdoch.
Yes,
I thought that was awesome.
Oh my God, that top rope bulldog was devastating.
I thought that was awesome. I love how the crowd, got into Trevor Murdoch. And again, I'm not the biggest Cornette fan, but he put over Murdoch big time.
And you know how much I like Caleb Conley.
Yeah,
that's your boy from North Kakalaka.
Yeah, but he, once again, he's excellent in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Wish him nothing.
He is really good in the ring.
Yeah. He's definitely one of the better guys they've got.
I would like to see him go against Rich Swann. I think that'd be a good match.
Oh yeah. So
I thought NWA Power was keeping it good. I thought now, actually, how do you feel about this new Thunder Rosa gimmick where she's only speaking that she doesn't speak Spanish on camera?
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's doing her whole thing, and then they got the Thunder drop.
So she's over already though. She's over already because you hear the crowd was chanting her name too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's really good. I mean, that's the thing is she's. Yeah. I mean, for somebody,
she's always been good.
Yeah, I mean, but she's only like 3 or 4 years into this.
Yeah.
I mean, she's she's way ahead of the curve on a lot of things.
I mean, all three of us have been following her since the beginning. Since like it was Cobra Moon. Remember that? And, old school Lucha Underground. God, I miss Lucha Underground.
Me too, buddy. Another repercussion from
it'd be a perfect time for it.
Another repercussion from people who are unable to make it to Wrestlecade this year.
Yeah.
So Steve Corino is not going to be able to make it. And the word was he was really upset with his son Colby joining George South's group. And so I'd even said this. It's like, well, this is like his dad just like leaving him, just really shitting on him. I mean, it's like his at name on Twitter is the Unwanted Son.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like,
is this a work? Is this a little bit of a work where
I don't know, but I mean,
also Steve Corino shows up at Wrestlecade and beats the shit out of his son. I'd be kind of hot.
I mean, I don't know, but we could see a 6-man match with the Dawsons and Colby.
Ooh, I'll be down for that. Yeah.
Because that's that's a tight family.
Yeah, I'll be down for that. I like the Dawson brothers, Zeus. I do. I think they're good.
They got good moves. I mean, they're good big ass fucking guys for their.
Why do people shit on them, Pedro?
I don't know. I guess because they're not. It's too old school or something. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I like them. I date them. I think they're all right.
I don't know. I mean,
actually,
I like them. Yeah, I like them.
Actually, real quick, who's seen NXT this week? was a bloodbath the whole show.
I did not get to see NXT this week because the usual source that I grab it off of, they didn't have it, so I didn't get to see it.
As opposed to watching it for free on USA.
I was flipping back and forth.
Did you see Mia Yim get busted open? That was harsh.
Yes.
That was brutal, man. The ladder in the face, that was tough.
And then she was like wrestling on SmackDown, I heard.
Yeah, what? Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
Holy shit, but she showed up on SmackDown after that? That's brutal.
After that.
Because I could have sworn her nose was busted. I mean, it was broken. There was blood everywhere.
And the other girl got her nose busted too.
Yeah, that's right.
Zia what's her name? Is it Zia Lee? She kicked her in the nose. Yeah.
Is it true that the NXT champ? Is it true that the NXT Women's champ showed up on SmackDown?
I didn't watch, so I don't know.
I think I heard. Yeah, the Undisputed Era guys showed up on SmackDown.
Nice.
But apparently they did this thing last night where they're making fun of Roman, and he had they had some guy in like a football mascot bulldog suit with the Roman Reigns looking, chest plate thing on it.
Really?
And everybody's like people are like, it's like, yeah, you guys are trying to get ratings and you're doing this dumbass shit.
That's why WWE sucks balls.
It just, it's like, wow. It's like every time you turn around that they're doing something stupid to, it's like, I don't get it. And I swear to God, if I was at Fox, I'd be like, don't do that. I mean, we've been, between them and AEW, we've been sold a package of goods that that they just fucking lied about. It's just like it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be more sports centric. Oh, it's like this. I mean,
you're right.
They said that about all of it.
AEW said that, and SmackDown on Fox said that too.
Yeah,
I watched a tiny bit of SmackDown last night. It was
I missed it.
It was some tag team match with Chad Grable, but they call him something else now, Shorty G.
Yeah,
it was like him and Ali versus Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And the only thing I'll say is the production wise it's kind of amazing the way SmackDown looks on Fox.
Well, you can't touch WWE as far as production.
But the production is even
nobody
better.
touches WWE.
The production
nobody
is even better than it is on Raw.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I know. They're throwing some camera angles that I've just never seen them do. Like I was like, whoa, that looks like almost like live sports kind of thing going on.
As much as I shit on WWE, they are hands down the industry standard. As far as production goes, I mean, they are second to none. All the camera angles, everything is on point, everything is centered, everything is perfect. It's very precise. It's done well.
But that's the thing that people don't like, right? It's like too clean, right?
Yeah, that's the complaint. How it's not organic looking. It's too clean. It's too, but that's how WWE is run. Everything is scripted. Everything. Like even the left turn to the face of the camera, everything's done, Yeah. So, but hey, actually, did CM Punk show up on the SmackDown fucking show on Fox?
Backstage, backstage.
FS1. On FS1. There it is. Yeah, thank you, Pedro.
Yeah.
I heard the music hit and everything, and then he came out.
I saw the clips of it on Twitter.
Yeah,
I've never seen.
Every time you change the questions, I change the culture.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Will it lead to actual ratings on that show? Who knows? Not the ratings.
I don't watch it now, and I'm not going to watch it even when he's on it. So.
I'm not going to watch it either way.
So. Actually, Pedro, isn't there a big 2-hour special for New Japan tonight over on Access?
Let me check. Let me
please.
check.
I think it's a big 2-hour special, right? I think they're showing some of the tag league stuff.
Well, let's see.
There's been so much going on, and talking about what's been going on,
And it says Bushi challenges Will Ospreay for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title and the finals of the 2019 Super Junior Tag League tournament.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to cut you off there, Zeus. I apologize.
No. Yeah, and that happened because Bushi got a pin on Ospreay in one of the tag matches.
Okay.
That's how that went down.
So, is everybody hyped for Wrestle Kingdom?
I'm getting there, man.
There's
just been a few matches announced so far, but like I said, between how good Wrestle Kingdom is going to be on 2 days, and then we know already that they're gonna whoever wins the Intercontinental title match is going to face the winner of Ibushi and Okada.
Yeah. Okay.
And Okada is like, and as he should be, he's like going, I don't care about the Intercontinental title. I don't care about it. I don't want it. I don't need it. So
yeah. Well.
But I mean, as far as his, that's how you would think. If you're the world champion, it's like, yeah, I don't need the
right.
The number 2 belt.
He doesn't need a second belt.
Yeah.
And that's Naito's gimmick too, because he wants to hold all the belts at the same time.
Right. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of people call Naito the lovable loser, and
Well, is Okada finally going to drop the strap? It's time to drop it now? Because he's had it for a minute. But this is the Garden, right? Yeah.
Right. So, exactly. Who knows? Is it time?
Is it time for Ibushi? Is it time for someone else? Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Are you ready to see Ibushi with the strap, Zeus? Are you ready to see that?
I mean, I could see it. I at this point, I mean, I'm up for anything, really.
Right.
I mean, I think that they kind of, they're able to kind of do, pretty much whatever and still make it interesting.
Yeah.
Basically because they just keep putting, it's a more sports centric content. That's why it's easy to deal with. It's like, okay.
Did anybody watch this week's AEW Dynamite?
I did watch it. Yes.
How was
I said, I was flipping.
Okay.
I mean,
was that bad?
it's I'm not the target audience.
You're not the target audience. That was it.
I wasn't crazy about a lot of it. A lot of it was just boring to me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling to even remember what actually happened.
Wow, that's sad. That's where your show absolutely sucks.
Jericho and MJF came out and talked for a while.
They talked for fucking ever. You mean? But and it was just.
Is MJF down with the inner circle now, or what?
I don't know about that, but they seem cool. They made a joke at Cody's expense, and Cody ran out there, and he's like beating them both up, and then that Wardlow guy debuted and laid him out, and choked him.
That makes me feel like that MJF will be on his own. He won't be part of the circle.
That was my impression as well.
Because he's like Dick Hertz 2.0.
Scorpio Sky pinned Jericho in the main event, so he's the first person to pin Jericho in AEW.
Okay.
Nyla Rose squashed some jobber. Moxley squashed Nakazawa and said he wanted a challenge, and then Darby Allin won some match and said that he accepts the challenge. So,
and speaking of Moxley, is he really going to go? Is he really going to wrestle in Wrestle Kingdom? Is he coming back to New Japan?
I think he signed for one more. I think he signed for Wrestlecade, Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay, all
right. I believe he's supposed to wrestle there.
So it's a one-off.
Well, or it's what was left from that contract.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And
I'm sorry, Pedro. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah, and then Jericho's going to be on there too.
Right. Yeah.
Jericho versus Tanahashi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there is some deal with the Dork Order squashed. They didn't squash, but they beat the Jurassic Express. But the version of that's like Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy, and afterwards, they were trying to recruit Marco Stunt into their Dark Order thing, and then he looked like he was going to take the mask, and then Jungle Boy stops him, and then they are beating them both up, and then Luchasaurus came out there and beat up everyone, but Uno ran away. Angie's here. Hey, Angie.
What's up, Angie? What's going on? How the hell are you?
Is anybody confirmed whether or not she's related to Hernandez?
I wouldn't be surprised.
So what?
Angie, you body slamming chicks on the left coast?
Oh my god. Yeah, Angie went to that.
Our Angie Mania. That was a good one.
Yes.
So hello?
Yes.
Do we lose you, James?
James?
You might need a reset or something.
Well,
back out and come back in.
Can you hear us? Well, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Probably
his neighbor with the internet or some shit.
Hold on, guys. Give me a minute.
Okay. What else? I really don't remember much. I mean, I'm trying to remember stuff from AEW, but
Sean Spears won a match.
Oh, who did he?
The guy that got hurt in that one match.
Yes,
he's like their high-level jobber.
No, wait. What happened there? He was in a 3-way with Peter Avalon, right? And or no, yeah, it was Sean Spears, Peter Avalon, the librarian, and Darby Allin, and then Joey Janela ran out there, and him and Spears fought into the crowd, and then Darby beat Peter Avalon. So that was what happened.
You know, and to swear to God, they got no fucking rules in AEW.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got all discombobulated for a second. I got cut off. Something happened.
Oh, hey, Zeus. Angie has a question for you.
Hello?
What's that?
Look. How am I going to get my Barry Windham autograph?
I will just have to purchase you one, and then I will put it. I mean, it's kind of simple. If that's what you want, then I'll buy you one.
Oh my goodness!
We definitely gotta get Angie a Barry Windham pick or something, you know. I
mean, like I said,
autograph pick.
He's a pretty nice dude. I mean, shouldn't be too, because I mean that's the great thing. You buy an autograph picture, you get the picture and the autograph. No, he's not dead. Christ.
Why am I AJ? He's
Why-
not dead.
He's not like that old where
Not
you
yet.
assume he's dead.
Like a double Y, double H. I love it. Oh, that's funny.
How old is Barry Windham? He's not.
He's got to be in what? He's got to be early what? No, early 60s, right? Or late 50s, early 60s, something like that.
Let me look this up.
Yeah.
He is 59.
There you go. Yeah.
Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah, Barry Windham. He's dead, Jim. Oh, fucking
Oh, my
wow,
God.
wow.
I'm a cowboy, not a stalker, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his WWE gimmick or
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
well,
The Widowmaker, remember?
the Widowmaker. There we go.
The
I guess
Widowmaker.
that's not really. A
That was that. I didn't. That wasn't a bad. That wasn't. It was semi stupid.
It was shitty, Zeus. It was shitty. It was shitty.
Anything better than the fucking stalker, though.
But I don't understand that because he had that run with
Mike Rotundo.
WWF. Yeah, I mean Mike Rotundo, WWF.
James Ricky the Dragon Steamboat had that WrestleMania 3 moment.
Right.
He had that. He won the Intercontinental title. A huge star.
Macho Man.
Went back to NWA, won the title there, had the amazing 1989 stuff with Flair. Then when he came back to the WWF, he was simply the Dragon. And in like goofy gear and shooting fire. Like that's how when I saw Ricky Steamboat live at that house show, it was during that time period.
That sucks.
That 1990-91 run.
Yeah. So I mean,
I'm sorry,
I'm saying like if they would do that to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat,
I know. So
they would do that to anyone. Look at
True.
Tony fucking Atlas. Tony Atlas. They turned him into Samba Simba.
Yeah, Samba Simba. I remember that.
Oh my God.
That was the crazy.
They turned Ron Simmons into Farouk with that fucking blue helmet. That was brutal.
Oh my God.
Hey, we have at Wrestlecade, we're getting Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson. We're both going to be.
I'm down with that's cool with that. Yeah.
First
That's cool. That's cool. I'm down with Rocky Johnson, Tony Allen. Yep. Yep, the first Black Tag Team Champions. That's correct.
And they were built. I mean, both.
That's when Tony Atlas was drunk and lost the belt. Yeah. In the airport.
But yes, you need more practice being a heel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not at the expense of the inaccurate tales of Barry Windham.
We got to show.
Yeah, don't kill off Barry Windham.
Yeah, don't kill off Barry Windham. You don't want me to go heel on you.
That'd be funny. I think we got to show Double Y, Double H still whole culture of ECW, and you'll learn how to be a heel. Okay.
Well.
Oh my God!
So
you've never seen ECW. Why you're killing me? Why you're killing me?
It's been a great show.
It was fun.
Next week,
sorry we didn't have a better story for the.
You had a great story. The whole thing
was good.
of you like walking in
if
there.
If you
like,
didn't go into backstage,
who the hell are you? That's good.
I've walked into high security areas in airports and shit like that, and yeah.
Next week, more Wrestlecade hype because it's the last episode before Wrestlecade.
Yes, sir.
We'll see what else we talk about. It may just be all Wrestlecade hype. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows what happens this week? Who knows what will happen?
Maybe Zeus. It'll be a mixture of Wrestlecade memories and Wrestlecade hype. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Let's see if Zeus finds any more backstage passes. And Aaron Stevens rules. He was awesome this week in NWA.
Silent?
Awesome promo.
Yeah. He was very funny.
He was great. I quit.
And Ricky, what's his name?
Starks?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm starting to like him.
He got on Botchamania this week for slapping Aaron Stevens and saying you talk too much.
Really? That's kind of
hot.
Oh my God.
They put that clip on there for him, so that's a good thing.
That's awesome.
So
thanks to everybody who were listening. Thank you, everyone. The Double Y, Double H, Angie, and Sherry. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. And thanks for hanging out with us.
And we'll see all y'all next time. So take care. Have a great weekend and great week ahead. And adieu.
Have a great weekend. Peace.